Hello lovelies and welcome back to An Abundance of Sophie and the first sports video of 2018. So last week the Herald Sun Tour rolled through Victoria and on Wednesday the individual time trials were held in the Melbourne CBD, so I thought I would head down and check it out. Now I've talked to you guys before about my hit and miss relationship with cycling over my lifetime, but needless to say I haven't been to a race in a while and it was amazing to be back. Every time I go back to cycling, I remember why I always loved it. I had such a good time and I got to catch up with some old friends who I haven't seen in a very long time, which is always amazing. And the racing was fantastic. Now, I haven't seen the Herald Sun Tour in well over a decade. It used to be a really big part of my childhood. Often the tour would come through either Bendigo or Castlemaine, and as a family, we would go and watch it pass. We knew a lot of the riders in it, so it was always a big deal. And it used to be a much bigger event on the national and international calendar. And a lot of the big name riders used to come. And I feel like that dropped off over the years, but it seems to be back this year. There seemed to be some really big name riders, and it was really, really awesome. I arrived just before the women's race was about to start, and they were doing like a warm-up event sort of thing. I hadn't really looked into it. I didn't really care. I was just there to see the women and then the men's stages. But I'm so glad I was early, because as I rocked up to the start line, I hear Stuart O'Grady's name being called out. I turn around and watched him basically roll down the start ramp and do the time trial, which was amazing because Stuart O'Grady has been a hero of mine for as long as I can remember. Like, he and Robbie McEwen were my idols. I thought that they were the most amazing cyclists to ever grace the earth, and I adored them. So to see Stuart riding again, it was really exciting, and I ended up heading to the finish line and getting a photo with him. And as always, he was super nice to talk to, and it was such an amazing time. But then the women's race got underway. I was cheering on Nettie Edmondson, as I always am. Unfortunately, she only got about 7th, which is a bit of a bummer, but she rode amazing and held like the fastest time for ages until she was finally overtaken. And then the men's came around. A couple of Bendigo boys were in the mix, which was awesome. Zach Dempster, who originally got his start in Castlemaine with us, and Alex Edmondson was riding. So there were lots of people for me to cheer for. I was having a really good time, and the course was really awesome. Apparently it's been used before, but like I said, I haven't seen the race in like a decade. So it was new to me. Basically, they started in Alexandra Gardens, which is just near Federation Square, if you know Melbourne. So they did kind of like a lap of the gardens, and then they went down the pedestrian footpath of South Bank, which is like along the banks of the Yarra. It was amazing. There were some great shots that I got to take with like the city skyline kind of behind the riders. It was really cool, and it was a good opportunity for just like the general public to see cycling in a good light. I feel like cyclists get painted as evil on the roads these days, that I think it's really good for them to see the positive aspects of the sport, and I think the time trial did a really good job of that, and I'm sure it had a really good impact on those that encountered it on Wednesday. But anyway, that's all I've got for you today, guys. As always, please like, comment, and share this video, subscribe to my channel, and for a greater abundance of Sophie, you can find me on my social medias. Bye, guys.